Hello students, this is Monica, PGT in Computer Science from Sri GK Jain Higher Secondary School. Today I am going to teach for 12th Standard Computer Applications, Chapter 4, PHP, Hypertext Preprocessor. Before going to the chapter, first you have to know about PHP language. PHP, I told you, it's a hypertext preprocessor and it's a scripting language, and that is used for a programmer to create more interactive web pages in your websites. And PHP program will usually runs on the web server. To be more precise, PHP can be defined as a HTML embedded scripting language. That is, you can embed a PHP language with the HTML coding, and that will be useful for a programmer to create any innovative web pages. And for creating a PHP code, we have to follow certain rules. The first and foremost condition for is your variable declaration. Likewise, for any other programming like C, C++, Python, same way, we have certain rules for declaring your variables in the PHP also. Before going to the variable declaration, I just tell you what is variable is all about. Variable is nothing but it's a storage location, and that will store the value of a variable in it, and that can be manipulated later in your programs. For declaration of your variable, you have to follow certain rules. You have to start your variable with the dollar symbol, and the variable name must have a first character as a alphabet. That is, it should not have a first character as a numbers. You have to start it with the alphabet, and the variable names are case sensitive, so you have to use the lowercase characters in it. And the variable will be declaring as such. I am giving here the example. $A is equal to 5 with the semicolon. Every statement will end with the semicolon, and that semicolon indicates that the statement is in end condition. And you have to use here a assignment operator equal to. That operator will initialize the value whatever you are giving to the variable name. Here I am giving example as $A equal to 5, $B equal to computer. So these two are the variables that has a value 5 for A and computer for B. And the most advantage of using variables in PHP is that it doesn't require to specify the data type keyword separately. Based on the value you are giving, it will assign the data type of the variable automatically. But in other languages like C, C++, you have to initialize the value with the data type, because for example, if you use 5, you have to indicate the variable is an integer. If you use a string, you have to indicate the variable as string. But in Python, but in PHP, your values, based on the values, it will declare the variable data types. The next topic is your PHP data types. So what are the data types you can use in the PHP language? I will tell you one by one data type in this topic. The first data type is your string. String is nothing but it's a collection of characters. More than one character is said to be a string. And declaration of string can either be done by using a double quotes or by using a single quote. The declaration as such, I told you the same way, variable declaration $x is equal to hello. So whatever the value you are initializing, that value will be assigned to the variable, and the statement will be end with a semicolon. Each and every statement, like you have to indicate with a semicolon, that determines the end of the statement. And the second type is the integer. Integer is nothing but it contains a non-decimal values, that is non-fractional numbers. X is equal to the whole numbers 591, 59. These all will come under integer. The next one will be your float. Float, it will contain a decimal values. 1.59 is an example given here. So same way you have to declare your value to the variable by using assignment operator and by terminating your statement with the semicolon. The next type is a boolean. Boolean, it contains the boolean conditions like either true or false. The assignment input value or the output, either whatever it will be, it is either true or false. You have to give either true or false. It takes only two input values, T or F. Next one is your array. Array is nothing but you can assign more than one value to a single variable. That is, multiple values can be assigned to a single variable by using an array. So same way you have to declare the numbers with the double quotes inside the parenthesis and terminating with the semicolon. The next data type is your object. Object is nothing but it will contain information about the data, whatever you are using in your program and the functions which is used inside the class. So you have to create an object by using the following syntax. $school underscore is example, school underscore object is equal to new school. So I am creating here an object with the name school object by using a class name, and that terminates with an semicolon. And the next type is my null. Null is a special data type, and this data type contains only a single value, that is called as null. You have to declare by a single value null. Null means 0. And the next last data type is your resources. Resources are nothing but it is a special variable and that has an connectivity to an external resource. For example, if you have to hold handlers to handle any files in your program, or you have to give any database connections in your PHP program, for that you have to use this resource data type, and this is the syntax for using link. I am creating here a link as a variable equal to MySQL underscore connect with the local host, root, and password is empty. If you are having password in your system, you have to mention here the password. So you are linking your PHP program by establishing a connection to your MySQL by a keyword called as connect. This is what is called as resources. And my next topic is your operators. Operators is an important topic in your PHP. You have many operators. I am explaining one by one. The first operator is your arithmetic operator. Before going to the arithmetic operator, first you have to know what is operator. Operator is nothing but it is a symbol. That symbol is used to perform any arithmetic or a mathematical or even a logical operations. For doing any calculations, you are using a symbol. That symbol is called as your operator. The first one is your arithmetic operator. Arithmetic in the sense, by using this operator, you can perform any simple arithmetic calculations. You can either use plus, this is subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. These are the 5 basic arithmetic operators in your PHP. You know these 3. Addition of the given numbers, subtraction of the numbers, product of the numbers, division gives you the quotient value after the division part, and modulus gives you the remainder value after your division. And the second operator is my assignment operator. Assignment operator is used to assign any values to the variable, and that will be assigned by a default operator called as equal to. And here you are having assignment operator plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, division equal to and modulus equal to, which means for example, if I am giving like x plus equal to y, it's nothing but you have to add x and y together, and that value you have to assign to a variable called as x. For example, what is the difference between arithmetic and assignment in the sense? You will only add two numbers by using an arithmetic operator. But in assignment operator, you will add the two numbers and you will assign that number also to a specific variable. If I am giving here y is equal to z, it means y and z to be added together and that value to be assigned to a variable called as y. So whatever you are giving in the left side, that variable will holds the value after your operation. Same way for all the operators. Next one is your comparison operator. Comparison operator is used to compare two or more values. Whatever values you are giving, that will compare and give you the result. And these are the comparison operators. Equal to, not equal to, this is identical. Identical in the sense same number. And greater than, lesser than, greater than or equal, less than or equal to. So these are the comparison operators that we are using in our PHP language. The next operator is your increment and decrement operator. This is used to perform the task of increasing or decreasing your variable's value. And these are the four increment decrement operators. The first one is your pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement and post-decrement. Pre-increment in the sense, it will increment the $x value by 1 and then it returns the $x value. And you having difference between pre-increment and post-increment. Post-increment, it first returns the value of $x and then it increments the value by +1. Same way for decrement also. It will first decrement the value by 1 and then it returns the $x value. Same way, $x value will be returned first in the post increment and then it will decrement the value by 1. So these are the four increment decrement operators in your PHP. And next is your logical operators. And these are the four basic logical operators that you are using in PHP. The first one is AND, OR, NOT and XOR. Logical operator in the sense it is used to find out or used to combine your conditional statements. Like for AND, if I am giving, for example, I am giving $x and $y. If you perform AND operator in between x and y, it will return only true if both the values are true. Same way, if I am giving $x or $y, I am passing or operator in between. It will give you the output true if either any one of the $x or $y value is true. And NOT is just an inverse of your input. If you are giving input as true, your output will be false and vice versa. And XOR operator in the sense, XOR you will have a false output if you have a same inputs. Likewise, if you have input in the sense both inputs are true or both inputs are false, then your output will be false in your XOR. Output will be true if either one of the input will be true. These are the four logical operators in your PHP. And next is your string operators. String operators in the sense, if you want to combine two strings together, you have to use these two string operators. One is concatenation and one is concatenation with the assignment. Concatenation in the sense, it will concatenate your text 1 and text 2 together. For example, for text 1 I am giving as welcome and text 2 I am giving as all. If I am using concatenate operator in between text 1 dot text 2 with the dollar symbol, then what will happen? It will concatenate my output and it concatenate my input and give the output as welcome all. But in the assignment, it will append the text 2 value to text 1 value. What is the difference between these two in the sense? The values of your text 1 will be changed in your assignment, but both the values will not get changed, will not get assigned, but it will be just returning your output value. For example, same way, I am giving text 1 as welcome and text 2 as all. I am using here with an assignment. Then what will happen? The output will be welcome all. that welcome all will be assigned to a text1 variable. So text1 variable will got changed to welcome all. So these are the operators that we are using in our PHP. And students, today in your 4th chapter, I told you the basics, whatever you are using in your PHP. Starting from the variable, next your data types and all your operators. And the next chapter is all about arrays and functions that I will now explain you in my next video. Thank you, students.